Davis, and I'm here with Jason Dennard, videographer slash photographer. Hey Jason, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Good.
So, before we get started, I want to ask what brought us to this area today. I like it. It's nice, peaceful, and shady.
Part of it is it's shady, it's nice, it's peaceful, but it brings a different kind of energy. You know, it's the environment, the buzz that comes around this place kind of helps to fuel creativity. So whenever I'm working on a project, if a client wants something that's artistic and, you know, something along this vibe, this is always a go-to for me.
Okay, that's interesting. So as far as like inspiration, when it comes to doing video, where do you get that from?
A little bit of everywhere. It comes from different things that I see, different things that I've experienced, shot, different things that comes from my clients' perspectives. I'm always willing to try something different, something new, something that I haven't seen before, or something that I have seen before and I think I can do it or do it better. And if there's an application in which I can apply a technique to a client's vision, then I'm 100% for it.
Okay. And what has been the craziest photo shoot or video you've had to do?
The craziest photo shoot was a wedding in Destin, Florida.
Okay.
Videos, between videos and photography, a study tour in Israel. The wedding in Destin came with a couple different challenges because the wedding was in a house, it was in the evening, but we did shots in the day on the beach. And we rented this other house to do shots. Everything turned out so awesome. But at the end of the day, I was dead tired.
How long did that take?
The whole day was about 13 hours. And at the end, I was done. Israel was 13 days, and we were outside 11 of them, and it's like Atlanta summer. Just the sun beaming on you. No shade, no nothing. Just hot. But I learned a lot, and it was insanely fun. And I would do it again tomorrow, if I could.
So from that trip in Israel, what did you take away from that?
That although we come from different places, different cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds, there's so much of life that is the same everywhere you go. You have different societal elements, you have different religious elements, different biases and everything. There's so many things that are always tied together, and just because you're in one place doesn't necessarily mean people don't have the same problems. The bottom line is that we're all human beings, we all have struggles, and it doesn't matter if it's a struggle in America or a struggle in the Middle East. It's still a struggle.
Who inspires you the most? You don't have to be famous, I mean, whatever.
I felt like Kanye for a minute. I inspire me, but not for real. Inspiration comes from anywhere.
Okay.
It comes from my kids, my wife. It comes from a random stranger, a conversation. It comes from people that I've known for a while, and just get to know in a different environment. It's not really one space, not really one thing. That's what I love about creativity. It comes literally from anywhere.
So explain your creative process.
My process is kind of varied. It really depends on the project. If I'm, say, doing headshots, just trying to get a feel for what the client needs, what their end result is, what they're looking for, and then feel their energy, what they're open to, and trying to find things that match their energy. So when we shoot, they feel relaxed and comfortable, and they step into the project just completely open-hearted to whatever comes. When it's something that's a bit more produced and rehearsed, it's just being as prepared as possible.
How do you go about that?
Studying scripts, looking again at the end project, what the client has in mind in terms of the end, and then working the process backwards. What will the production steps take? What's all the manpower, the non-creative stuff that we need to get the job done? And then at that point, finding the creative elements that we can put into it to make it different than anything else that you've seen out there.
And is there any hidden meaning in any of your work at all?
Not really hidden meaning.
Photography, I guess, right?
Not really hidden meaning. The thing that I want to express with all my photography is the love and the passion that I have for what I do, and also expressing the love and the passion that my client has for whatever it is at that moment. Like I said, if it's headshots, if it's weddings, if it's, family portraits, just to capture the authenticity of the moment. Not have things feel and look so staged, but have things be authentic. I've learned like the greatest photos that'll come out of a session are the ones that are completely candid. And just, a moment where people were just vibing with each other. You just happen to hit the shutter at the right moment, and it turns out to be the best thing that you shot.
Has there ever been a moment where you've been in the middle of shooting a video or shooting photos and you've been like, I just absolutely cannot deal with this client, and you've had to walk off or drop it all together, like, hey, I'll give you your money back, or I just can't do it?
Yeah. Had to stop a photo shoot once with a client because apparently I wasn't giving them what they needed. And it was difficult in the beginning because just with my process, I'm trying to get to the bottom of what it is that you need. So I'm not getting what I need to deliver what you need. So it was this tension that was back and forth. So I literally sat her down, I pulled up the Pinterest app on my iPad and said, find me what you want.
Okay.
And she scrolled through maybe a couple seconds, she found a couple things, and I was like, okay, cool, let's try this, and let's try this, and let's try this. That shoot took forever, and I ended up refunding some money, but she was happy. And as soon as she was happy, I was like, good, I'm happy. I don't have to deal with you no more. I'm done. Yeah, not every client is an angel, man. Some of them are stressful.
Has it ever been a client where it's been like just too demanding with everything? It's just like, okay, this is extremely impossible.
Yeah, some weddings have a tendency of being like that. That's why I've experienced it most. Weddings and small scale video production for like marketing purposes, small business things, because people have tight budgets.
Okay.
And they want $1 million production but have $100. So, we have to work with what you have. In working with what you have, I can only be so creative, but then I can't exhaust all of my resources for your benefit. So it's more so helping the client understand that up front before we even get to a shoot, before, we're in the midst of it and I just have to call it quits.
All right, Jason, so how do you go about interacting with your clients? Do you do it yourself, or do you have someone helping you out, scheduling for you, or how do you go about that?
It's a combination of both. So it depends on the project. If it's something that's smaller scale, I typically do 100% of the interaction. With larger scale things, especially with weddings, because it'll come down to a point where there are multiple points of contact, I bring in help for that. I love my creative process, but clients don't always like it. They like deadlines more, so I have someone to help me with deadlines, help me with containing the ongoing creative process and channeling energy to ensuring that our clients get what they want.
Okay. And is that the only person that you have? Is it just like a one-man thing for you, or do you have like a small team that you pull in here and there, or what do you do?
Oh yeah, it's a small team. I like to think of it more as a community because it's always a hand here or there for each other. We all bounce ideas off of each other, we all help each other, we all grow together, and as tight-knit as the photography community is, it's very widespread but also very communal. So
Okay.
if you have a good group of people around you, it doesn't feel as competitive. It feels like a community. And when you find yourself in a situation where you need a hand, you know where to reach to get it.
So taking in, you collaborate pretty well with others. Do they ever reach out to you and you help out on other projects for them, or?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So I have a partnership with Loyal Heart, so Encounter Heart Photography.
Okay.
So I help to produce video projects. I lead photography projects with them. Simone Renee Photography, Captured by Moses. It's a good group of people that I've worked with, and we've all kind of formed this family that works together really well. And a couple other people I cannot go without mentioning: Ross Oscar Knight and Cliff Robinson. These two people have helped develop me so much, and I couldn't be in this space right now talking about photography if it wasn't for the two of them pouring into me like they did, especially when I was younger.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
And if you had to give advice to the younger you, what would you say?
Be patient.
Okay.
Everything doesn't come at one time, and it's not always going to come in the package that you think it will. some things are going to go exactly as planned, and some things aren't. And when they don't, that's okay. It's for a purpose, and the purpose is greater than this moment. So be patient, be teachable. Never walk into a situation where you think you know it all, because you don't, and somebody will show you real fast that you don't.
That's true.
But yeah, be teachable, be patient, be nice, be understanding, put yourself in your client's shoes, and then work from your client's perspective. And business will go by a lot easier. But then clients will also understand your process and your creativity, and they'll be more patient with you because they know what they're getting is going to be fine.
What would be the top 3 tips that you would give to anyone in the youth trying to follow along your footsteps?
Number one thing, be teachable. There's always something to learn. Technology moves at too fast a pace to get to a point where you feel like you've mastered something.
Gotcha.
So be teachable. Be patient. You don't get rich overnight. And to get rich, wealthy, or whatever in this business, it takes a mindset of grind. You gotta work. You gotta go. Biggest thing, know when to say no. Every project is not a good project. Understand what it is that you want to put out there, what drives you, what fuels your brand, and focus your energy toward that. It may not land you in a spot where you'll one day be a Steven Spielberg, but if you are comfortable with your journey and your steps, then every step you take along that path will be absolutely worth it.
Now I have to ask you, when you say no, do you mean like say no because it's just not good for your image overall? Or is it more of saying no because money, or what? Like, what would be a reason for you to say no?
Multiple things. For your image, of course, because you don't want to bill yourself as a jack of all trades.
Okay.
You want to have a mastery and then be able to put yourself in different situations in which you can be successful. So saying yes to everything creates too much of a varied space. So saying no helps to focus you into a particular direction in which you are putting yourself on the path of greatness. So stay on that path of greatness. Know when to say yes, when to say no. If you have 7 projects on your plate that are due by January 1st, don't take another job on December 20th. Right? That's putting too much pressure on yourself. Burnout is a real thing, and it's no fun, especially when you're an entrepreneur, because you rely on you.
It's true.
Yeah. So
Have you
understand
ever
who
been to
you
that
are.
point?
Absolutely.
You've been burnt out?
Absolutely. And it took me at that point just realizing that people were taking advantage of what it was that I could do and what I could deliver. And that's when I first started saying no. And I had to turn down some big checks, but in the end, I had my health. I had my mind, I still had my creativity, and a lot of things came back around.
Now, have you ever turned down a job and you've been like, crap, probably shouldn't have did that. It would have put me in a way better situation, or I would have rubbed elbows with the right people, and here I am.
Yep. I think we all have those moments. I had a couple before where it would have put me in a space with a number of celebrities. A friend of mine just did a shoot with Trina, and that day I just happened to not be available, and I tried to make it work, and he was like, man, it's gonna be great, we're gonna have some celebrities, and I thought, whatever. And I saw what he posted and was like, ah, damn it. But it happens. Those things happen, but I'm confident that another opportunity will come around. So I just keep my focus there. Cannot focus on what you missed. You just gotta keep focused on what it is that you want.
Last question for you, Jason. If you didn't get into video photography, what path would you have taken? What else interests you? Would it still been like the arts, or?
It would have been something artistic more than likely. The irony is that I'm married to a chef, so I probably would have been a chef.
Okay.
I likely would have gone into architecture or engineering because I like how things are built. It's another thing that I love about the space. It's unique. It doesn't look like anything else. I wanted to be a lawyer, and I took a political science class in college, and I didn't want to be a lawyer anymore.
Too much for you?
Oh yeah. That was not for me. That was purely for a check. So I thought, man, if I can make a living doing what I love, I'd rather do what I love than to do something I hate and get paid well for it. So honestly, the way I feel right now, like this is my plan A through Z.
Okay.
And that's it. Like, if this doesn't work, then I'm done. But this has to work. Like, there are 26 alphabets, so I got to come up with that many plans. So if A doesn't work, I move on to the next one and move on to the next one until that thing sticks.
And is there anything you want to say to your peers or to the community at all?
Never stop creating. Never stop. It's discouraging sometimes. It will get on your nerves sometimes, and then you will have the greatest joy in the world. Maintain that joy. Keep it. Ride that high for as long as you can. And things will constantly bring joy to your life. Enjoy it. We only have one life, so live it good. Live it real good.
All right. That concludes our interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.